Oh dear God, what is this lighting? Um, I look like a corpse. Can't really do anything about that, so I guess we're gonna have to go with this. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Um, Hi, my name is Vasa, and I am here to welcome you to my reading diary. That's what I'm calling this. What this essentially means is I will be uploading videos here on like a semi-regular basis as I read through various books, mostly fantasy books because that's what I'm interested in most. Um, and I'll probably upload like several videos per book, like sort of as I get through chunks of the book, talking about my impressions. I don't know if there's an audience for this. This is mostly for my own benefit because I need someone to talk to, even if that someone is a camera, about the books I'm reading. So I have no idea if this is going to be of interest to anyone or if anyone will watch this. Um, but yeah, uh, as you can tell from the title of the video, I will be starting with Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere series. And I will be starting at the start with Elantris. Um, but I will be reading other books as well, not just after I'm done with the Cosmere, but also during the process. So don't expect me to like read all of the Cosmere in one go. It's a lot of books and they're very big. Um, Couple of general disclaimers, I guess, about what this channel's gonna be like. Most videos will be full spoilers up to the point in the book where I'm at. Uh, I'll usually write that in the title of the video. Hopefully, I won't forget. Um, and the second disclaimer is I'm currently working on a PhD, which has a lot to do with fantasy literature and its sort of socio-cultural implications. So, as you can imagine, I tend to view fiction and art in general through a very political lens. Specifically, a pretty far left political lens. This is my left. I'm looking at the screen and I realize I'm pointing to the right of the screen. A far left political lens because that's where I'm at. Um, so if that's something you're not comfortable with, that's something you don't really want to hear. You don't want to hear a leftist bitch about books and their politics. Then this might not be for you. Um, but I hope you'll stick around and see what sort of things I have to say. Maybe you'll find out it is for you. I will also like that won't be like the majority of my commentary. I'll also talk like primarily about other stuff. I'm also an aspiring writer of fantasy myself, so I do also come at this from the perspective not just of a reader but also of a writer, even though I haven't like published anything, and probably won't for a while. So, with that out of the way, what do I know going into this about Brandon Sanderson, the Cosmere, and Elantris? Uh, Very little. About Brandon Sanderson, I know that he's a Mormon, which is probably why this book has an inexplicable Orson Scott Card cover quote, which is not a good look. Does not endear this book to me, but I'll forgive it because I think it's only because they're both Mormons. I wonder if Orson Scott Card is contractually obligated to do that for every Mormon writer. God, is there like a cursed edition of Twilight out there which has a Orson Scott Card cover quote? I really hope there is. Really hope there is. Anyway, so I know he's a Mormon. I know he finished The Wheel of Time, which I've read. earlier this year, actually. I read for the first time The Wheel of Time, and I really, really liked the series, but especially Brandon Sanderson's part. I have a lot of thoughts on that series. If anyone is watching this and has any particular interest in hearing me talk about Wheel of Time at some point, feel free to let me know. I probably will talk about it at some point. And 3, I know sort of like his general biography. Like I know his story about how he wrote 10 books before getting the first one published. I know how he ended up being the guy to finish The Wheel of Time, and so forth. That's about it for my knowledge of Sanderson. My knowledge of Cosmere as a whole is even less. All I really know is that it's a bunch of interconnected series. I don't really know how they're interconnected, some kind of multiverse thing, I guess. I know some characters maybe cross over, but I don't know which, so that'll be a fun surprise when I get to that. I'm going into this completely blind, which is how I prefer to go into things. And as for what I know about Elantris specifically, basically nothing. I know it's not considered one of his best books. Like, I know people tend to rank it very low, sometimes even at the very bottom of the Cosmere. Which is kind of nice, actually, because it means that the series keeps getting better as it goes on. So really, having the first book be like the worst book is kind of good. Hopefully it's not actually bad, though, and I will enjoy it. And let's see, I did read a blurb like months and months ago that I've already forgotten most of. So I vaguely remember the blurb mentioning, I think, an evil priest of some kind, and I think the main character is a princess who is in some kind of arranged marriage she doesn't want. Maybe she's marrying the evil priest? I don't know. I know nothing about the setting. I think the setting is called Elantris, like the planet, maybe? Even that could be wrong for all I know. So, yeah. With all of that out of the way, I'm gonna get to reading this goddamn book now. Bye.